This is do-it-yourself seed starting mix. It's a lot cheaper to mix your own than to buy those little bags that are expensive. It's a little more work, but you'll save money in the long run, which you can put into your plants and seedlings and other things you need to buy. So I'll show you how to do this. The seed starting mix consists of peat moss, which you can get a big bag of it for like 11, 12 bucks. Vermiculite, I bought on Amazon. Perlite, you can buy on Amazon. Some of your garden centers may have it. Something to sift with, garden tone, and something to bake it in. And I'll explain that later. This is how I make my own potting soil. This is peat moss in this bag. Perlite. Garden tone. The peat moss is 5-to-1 ratio. So whatever size container you use, you would use 5 of the peat moss, 1 of the perlite, or you can use vermiculite, and a scoop of organic garden tone. So in here I have 5 quarts of peat moss, which I use this old measuring cup. So there's 5 of these of peat moss in this bag, and 1 perlite. It's mixed in with that. And then the garden tone, I use 1 scoop. This is an ice cream scooper, and I sprinkle that in. And just mix it up. Okay, and then it has to be sifted because there's some big chunks in there and I don't want that with my... So this is the sifter that I use. And what this is a pizza grate. Sorry, trying to do it one-handed. This is a pizza for pizza. It's got 1/4 inch holes. And I get these buckets at Dollar Tree, and they fit right in. And then I hot glue them and cut the bottom off. These also fit over a 5-gallon bucket, but since I'm outside today, I'm using my garden table. So what I do, if I'm indoors, which it's really dusty, if you do it indoors, it's a mess. So outdoors is best. When I get it mixed up, no one told me this, but there's sometimes seeds in that peat moss. My first planting, I had weeds growing in my plants. So to get past that, I sift it and then I bake it at 250 for, depends on how deep this is, 250 for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. So to sift it, just dump it in there. Since I'm using my garden table, I have a trash can underneath. And we just sift it down into the trash can. So this has not been baked. I'll have to bake it. But that's all I do. So 5 peat moss, 1 perlite or vermiculite. Doesn't matter what kind of container you use, as long as it's 5-to-1 ratio. A scoop of garden tone. Sift it. and bake it. The reason I bake the mix, is because it will kill any seeds that might be in there, and they won't germinate. So here's how we sift it and what I do with it. Put some in there, rough it around. Now if you're using bigger containers, you may not need to sift it. But since I'm using the small little seedling containers, those little sticks and stuff take up a lot of room in a little bitty cup. So I'm using these size 6-packs, and I don't want all them sticks in there and debris. So as you can see, there's a lot of leftover in there, but I still save it. I take it and I dump it in here, and I'll put it in the compost for later. I could do it right through my table if I don't mind some slightly bigger chunks, because this table has bigger holes than what this does. These are a lot smaller holes than the table, but that's how you sift it. This seed starting mix is perfect for germinating seeds, because seeds do not need fertilizer. They just need to be kept moist. There's everything the seed needs inside the seed to germinate. This works every time. So what do you think, Polly? I think you should like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.